mana up. You only have so many cards that matter, and if I can fend them off, you don't have a whole lot left over. I'm not really interested in this point in time in tapping out for something even as good as Nissa when your opponent can come over the top so hard that your Nissa's no good. Rather lean on Shark Typhoon, keep all your mana up, and just run them out of relevant cards.
Well, we're going to see if your plan, your idea actually does come to fruition here, because we're looking at a hand with a lot of permission. That's reactive. You got a couple copies of Heartless Act, you've got Mystical Dispute. Heartless Act is going to take care of this Cobra, of course, and you actually have Shark Typhoon to win the game. So everything that you're talking about appears to be present right now in the hand for Gabriel Nicholas. Zagoth Triome looks like it's going to be land number 3. And this is the thing that we continue to see, which is these ramp decks are a little bit slow out of the gate. Again, when there's no aggressive strategy in the format forcing you to be a little bit faster, though Gruul Adventures did try last round, you can keep hands that are a little bit slower, and your turn 4 play is a Cultivate. Now, we'll see if this is going to resolve, and it looks like it's probably going to. But you don't really get punished for being so slow out of the gate and playing cards like Genesis Ultimatum and Escape to the Wilds.
No, you don't get punished by speed, but you might get punished by just negates and mystical disputes, tying you up in knots when these games go on for a long time. That's at least what the Sultai control strategy is hoping for.
So there is a forest off of that Fabled Passage. We'll pass that turn back over to Cameron Sullivan, who is also 3-0 here today. Let's not forget about the opposing player playing 4-color ramp, the boogeyman of this format, going to try to resolve an Escape to the Wilds. Mystical Dispute is almost certainly going to say no to that. So that has been taken care of, at least momentarily. As we may see another copy of Escape to the Wilds here shortly. Agonizing Remorse, the draw. Discard can be a potent weapon against these ramp strategies too, because as Patrick did mention, they only have so many cards that do matter, it appears. So Agonizing Remorse can take one of those, and as you can see in the hand here for Sullivan, there's an Escape to the Wilds and an Omnath, Locus of Creation, and realistically, you take this escape, you've got an answer for Omnath, and life appears to be pretty good.
I have a criticism of the sequencing there. If you're going to play your Agonizing Remorse, I would prefer to do that before deciding what land to play, when it could easily be informed by whatever you see in the opposing hand.
Well, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. But actually, I don't think it went too poorly. Yeah? Okay.
I guess.
I mean, it could have been worse.
That is definitely true.
How about that? It could have been, given that Genesis Ultimate Resolve, things could have been a lot worse, so. All right, Extinction Event. Now, that one's going to be tough to having it line up correctly. My concern with these Sultai strategies, for what it's worth, is that it's all got to line up right in order for you to win. I think you can tailor your deck to, have the right cards and everything and read the metagame correctly, but my fear has always been that it's all got to line up correctly.
It's got, and you can't miss land drops along the way.
So that's the thing I'm scared about.
You have to win the Blood Screw battle and have all your cards lined up the right way, as you mentioned. That's why I was saying the absence of hieroglyphic illumination, something to sort of grease the wheels in the beginning of the game and the middle of the game, to me was a noticeable absence from the deck when we were watching it yesterday.
Sure. Terror of the Peaks is resolved. There's an answer for that. Actually, multiples. And you see Extinction Event on Odd or Heartless Act. Now it looks like Omnath is being placed onto the stack. Powerful cards aplenty from this 4-color ramp deck. We do know that. Heartless Act is going to take care of Omnath, so we're going to let Terror of the Peaks continue to do its thing, it looks like. So we're going to sacrifice Fabled Passage in response to the Heartless Act here. Looks like we're going to get a landfall trigger here on Omnath. Gain a little bit of life, up to 27. Now we're going to sacrifice another Fabled Passage. Now Omnath is free. Draw a card. Terror of the Peaks, trigger, you take 4, and you're going to take a little bit more than that. That's what it's about to look like. Alright. Well. Have another card. And 6 damage. Oh, good.
What's up?
Oh, no, I just drew Genesis Ultimatum, that's all.
Oh.
Deck is just littered with powerful cards, that's all.
I don't know. Is Shark Typhoon into Extinction Event? Not shabby here.
I mean, if the Shark was a 15/15, it would be good.
Listen, I said not shabby. I didn't.
Okay.
Wasn't
That's,
like good.
that's on me. Nah, that's on me. That's on me. All right.
Take that.
Rewind it back. Extinction Event makes your creatures leave forever. Now let's hope. Well, that's another good card. You could see how it's an uphill climb. You could understand.
That you mean if you fail to answer your opponent's card, you lose on the spot, and if you do answer it, and if you do answer it, they draw a card.
Yeah, that. So you could see why it's tough for the Sultai deck. You could understand. Genesis Ultimatum revealed an Ugin, a Lotus Cobra. It appears to be a couple of lands, and there's another Genesis Ultimatum in hand. So you could see.
So one could see, another Extinction Event. It's nothing but evens.
That's true. That's true. Genesis Ultimatum is oddly good. So that's going to take care of game number 1. Cameron Sullivan does win game number 1 here over Gabriel Nicholas. 4-color ramp flexes its muscles to take game number 1 over Sultai Control. I can tell you about this. The shirt I'm wearing is not Coalesce Apparel, but some of the other ones I've worn this weekend are, and you can save 10% at checkout when you use gift code SCG over at coalesceapparel.shop. Check it out. A lot of cool things going on over there if you are into Magic-themed apparel, like the Mana Flood shirt that you do see on that graphic, along with the Draco Genius shirt, part of their Breaking Pact series. And then if you're an Allie Warfield fan, the Taco Bell herself, you can live Meebo. Again, save 10% at checkout. Use gift code SCG at coalesceapparel.shop. Game number 2 about to be underway. And Patrick, I do have breaking news here for you. I think you may be interested in. The 49ers were held to a field goal.
Whoa. Very nice start.
Right. For your New York Giants. Down early, but not by much.
Could have been worse.
Absolutely. Feels like we've been saying that a lot recently. I kind of weirdly hope that both of our football teams lose so we can commiserate together.
I don't know. I think you're pretty likely to get this one.
You would think that, but you are not a Browns fan, so you should know better. We're underway here in game number 2. I mentioned the power of Agonizing Remorse. The one thing that discard's never been able to do is stop the top card of the opponent's deck, and we saw that in that last game. As Agonizing Remorse took Escape to the Wilds, and then, Sullivan drew a copy of Genesis Ultimatum, and we were off to the races, as they say. So here's Agonizing Remorse again. I'm going to show you a hand of a couple of lands, 2 Omnaths, and Escape to the Wilds, and a Mystical Dispute. How do you poke a hole in this one? I guess you just take the Escape and hope that you can just manage the Omnaths. You have an Essence Scatter for one, maybe you draw a removal spell for the other. And there's a copy of Shark Typhoon. Unfortunately, last game, Shark Typhoon was never able to be cast or cycled, so maybe we'll get the opportunity to see that in this game.
There was a window in the last one.
Small one, little baby window. There's a Dispute. I'm going to slow down the Euro there. Now here's a Cultivate, timely top deck there, so I'm going to get ahead on mana a little bit here.
Gabriel's spot is not that bad here. An Essence Scatter for the first Omnath, a card drawing spell, but again, it's just hard to manage everything.
Yep. Triome of the Zagoth variety. Looks like we might be opting for a Temple here, however, and we will. Scry, well, that's Triumph, so that's going to go to the bottom. No surprise there. And we're going to leave up Essence Scatter in the face of Omnath. So that'll take care of, the first one will be taken care of. We'll see how the next one, or 2, as one of those is hidden, is going to go. Well, okay, Essence Scatter number 2.
that was a nice little draw right there.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, dunk on this thing too.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep. All right. Cycle Shark Typhoon. Just a little baby cycle. No shark at all, actually. Just looking for a new card. Got to do a little better than that. That was Jawari. Jawari Force Spike is what I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah, that is the
how's that sound?
That's the technical name for it. Yeah,
is that the name for it? Good.
Jawari Force Spike card.
Yep.
And the backside says card.
I'm glad we agree.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing, is that we are on the same page. It's Jawari Disruption, folks. And the backside is, of course, Jawari Ruins. And no, I did not just look that up. Uro's on the battlefield. That one's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
This one's also powerful. That's an Omnath. Draw a Mystical Dispute. Play a Fabled Passage. Good sequencing. I'd recommend doing that a lot if you want to win one of these tournaments. So now Omnath's free. And Escape to the Wilds. As you know, it's oftentimes the third Omnath that does you in.
Right. The first two, handled with the counterspell, was actually a bad exchange for the Omnath player.
Yes, absolutely.
4 mana against 2, you know?
You do know.
Then the third one has a way of playing catch-up.
Here's an Uro. More Omnath triggers. 4 damage already when there. And there's a Mystical Dispute. You're a little late. Beatdowns. Love that sound. Shark Typhoon in the draw. All right.
It's not bad.
I don't hate that. Try on the draw. Gonna leave up a little bit of permission here. Okay. You got Shark. You got Dispute. You got Force Spike card.
Some things going on here.
Okay.
We got options. We got things to do.
All right. Here's this Jerkosaurus Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Omnath. Excuse me, Uro.
Can't complain about it when you got the same card.
Well, that's sort of true, I guess.
You can't be like, oh, this is so stupid. You're like literally attacking with the same card.
Another Uro. Let's gain some life, draw a card. Oh, Omnath number 2. Actually, that's Omnath number 4. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me correct myself. All right. Big fella. Welcome back. Okay, so you keep the new one, I guess? Draw a new card. Oh, Escape to the Wilds. Okay. Huh. We're going to cycle Shark. That'll be a 4/4 flyer. Draw Fabled Passage. I think it might be time to play that Jawari Undoing as a land.
Never give up, never surrender.
Okay, well,
we're taking that. We're taking
Jawari,
that.
Jawari Disruption. We're taking that with us.
We're taking it with us to the next match.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, there's a chance, right? If your opponent just has it in their head, it's Mystical Dispute, leave up 3. There's a chance.
Maybe that's what has to go right to win this game. There is that. Because we're falling behind quickly. Agonizing. Remorse was timely. Took care of that Escape to the Wilds. Okay. Looks like Shark Typhoon might be hanging back. A little Shark token. Yeah, okay. So Uro's going to come in, trigger, draw a card. Neutralize is actually, well, do we have the mana? I was going to say it was going to be a really good draw, but we don't have the mana.
We would have had the mana had we played the Force Spike as land in previous turns.
That's true.
No, now you got to still hold it.
Yeah, you can't do it now. Can't do it now. You're priced in, so you can't do it now.
No, now every turn the compounding sins just get worse.
It's true. It's true. It's really, really true.
You can't unring the bell. You just...
Nope. Once it's there, it's there. Nah, I'm with you on that one.
All right, well, Cameron's gonna have 16 mana this turn, so we'll see where Force Spike lines up.
You know what? At this point, I'm rooting for the disruption to hit.
Oh, me too. And I'm not even saying it's necessarily a mistake to have clutched it, because each turn there was like a case to do it. It just is problematic now.
Dispute that. Okay, well, got to get something out of that thing. We'll pay. All right, welcome back. Draw Lotus Cobra. Play the Triumph? Looks like the answer is yes. Oh, right, because it triggers that, and now, yep. Took me... Oh, come on.
You got it.
Come on.
Yeah, you got it sorted.
Yeah, okay.
How
so
now...
So now Earl gets to attack. You get
I checked out for a second. Did we force pick anything?
No, we still haven't. We still haven't got to do that. Yeah. I mean, we're hoping, but we just haven't got there yet. That's all.
Oh no, a lot of turns left to play. So
yeah, I mean, I'm with you.
If it doesn't happen now, just don't worry about it.
Yeah. Shark's gonna trade with Omnath, except for it's not, because counter. Also, that has trample. And this deck has no sweepers, so about that.
That's not true. You got
Extinction Event, right. Blood Chief's Thirst with Kika. It's a tough watch, tough hang right now for our Sultai ramp player. That's what I'll say.
Does this deck have any good cards in it?
Which one, Sultai? Just that one.
Sorry.
Just Uro.
Sorry. Does it have any good cards that ramp does not or chooses not to play?
No. I'll answer that for you. The answer is no.
What are your payoffs? Well, I'm glad you asked. Cancel.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer that with a hard no.
Just cancel and murder, basically.
I know we've been on the Shark Typhoon like gameplay type of thing. That's not ever gonna do it unless it's like an 8/8 or something, man. I just don't see it.
It's one good card. You're just missing like 4 others.
Yeah, but I also think that like if it's a 3/3 or a 4/4, it's the reason that aggro's invalidated. Like you don't get to play the I'll counter your stuff and like kill you game, because it's just like, okay, I'm at 24 now. I'm at 21. I'm at 18. I'm back to 22. Like it just doesn't work. I forget it. Sullivan's at 51. But think of the Force Spike.
Still there.
Just saying. I mean, I would never play it as a land now.
No,
ever.
No, you cannot give him that satisfaction.
No, nope, not even for a moment. I'm setting up my own mini game now, which is if I get to counter anything with this Jiraiya disruption, I won the match.
Well, I don't know. We laugh about how not close the game is now. If you were able to neutralize the Kenrith, it could have the game could have been different.
It could have been a game.
Yeah. Because the Omnath didn't have a whole lot left to do. It was that was what really got the ball rolling again.
Oh, skip to the Wild's resolved. That's neat. Cobra. Fabled Passage in combination with Cobra. Oh, ding you for 4. Okay. What else we got? I like it. It's your turn. Be a good time for Extinction Event, like you mentioned. Temple of Milady. Here's the incredibly powerful Uro. Agonizing Remorse, aptly named. Temple of Milady, the Triumph to the bottom. I hope. Yes. Might be time to cycle neutralize. Come on, hit. Ah, yes. Shark Typhoon is a 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, no, you can't pull. Boo!
Boo! No.
Boo!
Oh, look what I just drew. Stupid Force Spike land.
You
Go.
can't give in. You can't give in like that. You keep it forever. Let that be a lesson to the viewers at home. You keep it forever.
To the grave. You take that to the grave.
I'm with you. Well, the suffering will be over soon, I think, folks. We're going off with Omnath. Here is Uro again. The Hazard. Why is that still in?
Just I think maybe fighting over Uro at a low opportunity cost.
Okay.
It seems weak to me, but it depends on how much you have to sideboard in.
Fair. Cycle little baby. Cycle little shark. Shark can get in front of Omnath, so you get it. You get it. I knew you would. Do you 4? Put you to 2. Your shark's dead. And pass. I want to get a little look. I like to see what's going on.
To the grave.
Spyfield Hazard is going to go upstairs.
Just die to your own agonizing remorse.
That's right. You lose one, and we are all done. Cameron Sullivan going to win this game.